Look at all these journals. I mean, look, this is embarrassing. This is embarrassing. This is a country we live in. And then they make us go pay therapists. Okay. Oh, this good old boy system here. False this shit. Ready? Let's be nice.
All right, so a reminder, we're going to do the trailer. Welcome to Crystal Clarity 305. I'm Crystal. This is Tamer. Each week, this is what you'll expect on the podcast. Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. So it should just be like a minute, 2 minutes long, short and sweet. When you're ready,
All right, we're going to start.
3, 2, 1.
Sorry, dude, sorry. Okay, so it's the what, who, the what is it? Why are we doing this? Right?
Mm-hmm.
What is, okay. Yeah.
Why are you getting nervous?
Oh, that's why I wanted this, because my notes is right here. Duh. I want to see somebody else that writes as much as me. That's what I'm here to do. I want to see somebody. I'm ready to hear it. And this worked as much as me. All right. Okay. The
Just
what
remember
is
to
about.
speak into
Okay.
the mic here.
So, what is it about?
So say, welcome to Crystal Clarity 305.
Hi everyone, welcome to Crystal Clarity 305. You want me to continue?
Yes.
I'm a little nervous because I'm new things. All right everybody, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? I just want to say that this, I'm a little bit nervous because you know what I have to bring to you guys is truth and justice, and it hurts to bring the truth, you know what I mean? You know, because a lot of y'all want to be told what y'all want to hear, not what y'all need to hear. So this podcast is about a spiritual journey. It started out as a love story. I met the man of my dreams in the city of my dreams, living the life of my dreams. When God touched me, miracles and wonders touched my life, and I got clear, crystal clear proofs to show you how God is leading me and is on my side, and how he could be leading you too. We have a growing identity crisis in this country because we have been led by Nazis. That is the absolute truth, and you all know it. All you gotta do is get on the internet and just start digging, and I truly believe there's a connection to the Catholic Church too. I'm just saying. There's only one true religion, and that's, I ain't gonna get into that right now, because we gotta stop, because
Just say subscribe to
Yeah,
podcast.
you just like are going on tangent, yo. Calm down.
Just say subscribe to the podcast
subscribe to my podcast
on Apple Podcasts,
on Apple Podcasts,
Spotify, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
or wherever you listen to your podcast. You can capture my podcast.
You could say, just introduce yourself. Say, I'm Crystal Maddie. I'm your host, Crystal Maddie.
I'm your host, Crystal Maddie.
Great. Okay. I can work with that for a trailer.
It's not really easy, you understand? Because like,
No, the trailer's not easy, but this now you have freedom to speak. We'll do episode 1. Remember to introduce Tamer, and we'll go from there.
okay.
But again,
So
welcome.
this is the intro. We're going.
This is episode 1.
Okay, perfect. Okay,
Yep.
so start this.
But you can introduce everyone again. Welcome to
Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. My intro. Yeah.
welcome to Crystal Clarity 305, episode 1. I'm your host, Crystal Maddie. With me today is my husband, Tamer. This is what we're talking about, and then go in.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hey there, how y'all doing? This is Crystal Clarity 305. Your host, Crystal Maddie. Along with me is my husband, Dr. Tamer Maddie.
Hello, everyone.
How you doing, honey? He's my rock, my backbone. He's gonna help me get through this struggle because it ain't easy. The struggle really is real, y'all. Anyways, I want to start out by giving thanks to a few people that have been touched along my journey. They touched me. This is also clarity that I am on the path that God has chosen for me and that I have respectfully chosen back to believe. There are 3 podcasts that you can capture. First of all, I want to say thanks to the Man Fixer, Heather Lee. That's right, her name, Heather Lee. You can go and check out her podcast, and it's Politics, Religion, and Her, episode 37. I want to say thank you to her because that's how I found Pop Populi, and that was my first experience with you guys. Also, I want to say a shout out to D Squad, my very first crew that gave me the opportunity to share a podcast with them. It's a guy's perspective on relationships, while also, so just go check it out. They're on Spotify. You can check out episode 23, relationship recap, and then the men's cheat code also. So yeah, I hope y'all check those out. And again, you can follow me at Crystal Clarity 305, and then Dr. T at Team Maddie 03. So yeah, moving along. What do you want to talk about now? You can cut this stuff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I was gonna say thanks to everybody. I was gonna say thank you.
You said the girls, did you say the other girls?
Oh, okay, Alexander Lamar.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. We're just gonna talk. Okay. Okay, so moving on. So we're just gonna talk about, basically the first episode is just an introduction, who I am, who you are, why we're here, okay? And that's pretty much it. Like, I'm a free flower. I don't really have a script. If you just, release videos, y'all gonna be able to see my script. Here's my script. I mean, I write a lot. So that being said, okay, so I have been led here to use my voice to speak truth upon you. Okay, it's not easy to do because my entire life I have been misguided, just like a lot of you. So, I'm not here to try and sell anybody. I'm not here to try to target anybody specifically, but I do have a target audience within a certain age group. That age group specifically I'm targeting are the 21 to 40-year-olds. Why specifically that age group? And it doesn't matter what color, what race, none of that stuff matters, okay? Your values and your religion, all that stuff does matter, okay? We're gonna get into that later, because this American culture has been told us to keep our mouths shut about the very things that make us us. Anyways, 21-year-olds. According to the American Constructed Ideal Timeline, which is something that I have created because, they created a timeline, which is an illusion, okay? It's a broken clock. 21-year-olds by ideally by 21, 23, you guys should be graduating a accredited American College Institute. By this time, you're on your pathway to establishing a successful life and a career. This is the dream that they have all sold you. However, this is all lies. I will reveal truth that I have personally observed and experienced in my own personal life that has led me to this spiritual journey, where I now am rooted in my belief, in my soul, my spirit, my heart. Wholeheartedly, I know who is King and who is true God. And everybody that knows me before, because don't nobody know me no more, unfortunately. Those that have known me before, I'm not the same, but I'm the same. My heart's the same. My heart's always been the same. That's why I get to stay. That's why I get to share my voice with you guys. It really isn't that hard, guys. So going back to this flip the script, okay? So got to this script that they sell these kids, right? You're gonna get out of college. You're gonna get a career. First of all, the whole point of luring you away from your families is to break up your families, right? You get to college and what happens? It's a big party. Y'all have no respect for education. Why? Because you don't actually earn it. You don't pay for it, right? I quit school in the 9th grade, guys. And I had 2 babies on my shoulder to take care of, while also someone else, the government, along with other people, the government, taking my daughter from me. Which I'll talk about that at a later date. That's not important because what the message I gotta give y'all ain't about me. It's much bigger than me. When this journey started, I thought it was about me and my little love story, because boy, do I have a love story. It's like a Cinderella story, seriously. I mean, most of y'all still out there looking for a big fish, and I done caught me a big fish by accident. Wasn't even looking. See, that's how God works. You don't have to chase it. If your heart is pure, God will bring it to you. Anyways, that's how you know the real from the fake. 21-year-olds, I'm going to teach you how to align yourselves with your future lifestyle dreams before deciding on a company. Use the corporate system to set yourself up for future success. Do not get caught in the slavery. Use them the way they have used us, okay? I'll get into that. I'll explain it to you guys. You are your own entity. Them W-2s, that Social Security, that is the mark of the devil. Yes, it is. Antichrist done came, guys. I really do believe Hitler was the Antichrist. Some of y'all, I told y'all that was going to be very controversial. I don't care what people think of me. I know where I stand with God, and God alone owns me. So that being said, I can speak truthfully and honestly because can't nobody do nothing to me no more. Them people back then would have killed me, burnt me at a stake for speaking my truth. You know, I'm not the only one. I got lots of y'all out there like me. And I'm here to speak to y'all people. The ones that haven't had a voice. The ones that need my voice. I'm calling to you. There ain't no one chosen one that's going to come save all y'all. There's a bunch of chosen ones, and we are called the Muslims. All right? I don't need to argue or debate. I don't need to talk about who's a Christian, who's a Catholic, who's right, who's wrong. Those of you that believe, you don't argue about it. You just stay your path and your course, and you believe and you have faith. The rest of you, I have hard course. I feel bad for you because you're following the wrong path. You know, and this is another thing, guys. People want to blame others for their problems, their circumstances. I grew up poor. My mommy, my daddy, my brother, they're still in the same situation they were before. Okay, my mommy left me at 2. Okay, let me go and give y'all a little sad story because this is what y'all think y'all can continue to use. You know, go around blaming others for blaming others while you ain't making up, you ain't doing your part. You know what? Expecting the rest of us to do our part for you. So where was I? Where are we on? Because I would be going pretty good here.
You were talking about
Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta tell my sob story. Let me get my jacket off there. Because we're gonna be a little American here, and how I got mental health issues, and I need medicines, and I need to go see a therapist. That's all sickness that they've been feeding y'all. Okay, ain't nobody sick. You choosing to be sick. Okay, all right. They prescribed you these pills, right? They prescribed the country. They give you pills. They try to tell me to put my son on pills, okay? I was smart enough not to put my son on them damn Adderalls, guys. Everybody out there done taking some Adderalls. And if you know what they do, how dare you give them to your child? First of all, foremost, that's a test from God to see how you're going to use it. Anyways, I would never put my babies on no pills like that. Y'all are ashamed. Anyways, so, yeah, the very things that they want to corrupt us, they want to punish us, they want to say we sick and do-do-do-do, them same doctors is the one prescribing these things. And then we're over here sick, and then we're the ones sick, and society want to put us off. When the people that are in charge, that have authority, that are supposed to be trusted, these are the people that are making people sick. And then, just like, Anyways, it's sad that I have to come to a podcast, to speak, because everybody now that's got, a little pocket change can get their little voice on a podcast. Everybody got a little idea they think they need to spread. The whole point of this, back in the days, y'all know how Hitler got to folks? The radio. Do y'all know what a podcast is? Very similar to the radio. Very similar. It's nothing different, But y'all out here using it as a game and as a toy, just like everything else we use in this tent country. Wasteful, 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 wasteful. All right, so on to the 40s, okay? So the kids, like I said, don't get sold in the game, okay? 30 to 40-year-olds, y'all need to know that we're the role models of the generations that are coming behind us. I have kids. I have an 18-year-old and I have a 21-year-old, and I care for their souls, and I care for them, and I care for their well-being. What a shame that in this country, in order for your kids to become somebody, you got to be somebody. That's a damn shame. Anyways, you got to be rich, too, to buy your freedom back. Y'all going to learn that game, too. That's a damn shame, too. Need to know that all the role models of generations behind them. Therefore, we must do better. What we say, gonna cut that out. So 30 and 40-year-olds need to know that you are role models of the generations that are coming behind you. My kids, those of us out here that have kids, we're the only ones that really understand what life matters, like what it means. If you don't have kids and you don't got nothing to love, well, I ain't talking to you, because you're the one destroying us anyways. Need to know that you're role models, okay? What we do matters. What we say matters. How we behave matters. How we treat others matters. It's not your color, your skin, your race, your culture that matters. We're all one human race. There is a biblical saying, that, it stands true, and it's very simple to comprehend, yet for some reason so hard to do. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Pretty simple, yet we tend to make this all so complex. What a shame, so much money, time, energy down the drain. You guys are wasting your resources, wasting your lives. So the overall message I'm going to send here, I don't know what the next 3 weeks is going to look like. This is a 4-week mini-series. I go with the flow because I am not guided by no script. I'm guided by God and God alone. Therefore, whatever is on my heart is what I give to you. It's a message. back to, okay, so this is why. We must all do better. Why? Because time is of the essence. The overall message here, guys, I want to send to you is that you're all chasing the wrong thing. You're chasing material things. You're chasing the dollar. You're chasing the sex. You're chasing the dollar. You know, you're chasing alcohol. Alcohol's poison, by the way, okay? Everybody telling y'all weed is poison. Alcohol's poison. It's killing folks every day, okay? But we don't talk about these things, okay? But yet y'all want to be scared and cooped up in your house over some coronavirus. And then drinking your lives away. What a pathetic, miserable way, okay? That's just sad. Anyways, but hey, each to their own. I'm glad I'm ahead of the game. We were all told that what you do in your 20s and your 30s is essential to creating the life of your dreams in your 40s. We were told that what we do with our time, all of us have been told about God one way or another in our lives. Yes, we have. We've also all been told that our time matters and what we do with it matters. Why? Because life is short. I don't know when my time's going to end. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow, next day. I hope not. I hope that I live an, inshallah, healthy life, because I just met the man of my wildest dreams. I want to live a very healthy life with him. But I don't know when my time is going to come. And that's the main message here. None of you know when your time is going to come. Therefore, you should be chasing the dream of spending time with people that matter most to you, your family. Stop letting this country tear you apart over greed. Have y'all ever watched a show called American Greed? It's both parties that are greedy, okay? The one gives up, they get taken, first of all, and they give up all their life savings thinking they're going to get a high return on their investment. They're just as greedy as the other, but yet they want to sit back and blame the... No. Everybody got a part to play in their misdeeds or their happenings or whatever. Nobody is to blame except yourself at the end of the day. I come from humble beginnings, I come from poverty beginnings, and I come from some crazy ass beginnings, okay? You just got to go research my little family and you'll know. So I've come a long way. So there are no excuses. If you want something bad enough in this life, you truly can't have it. You just got to follow the right path, and that's your path. Nowadays with Instagram, it has opened up so many pathways to people misleading and misguiding you. Nowadays, it's a porn hub. Every time I open up my Instagram, there's naked ladies on there. And my boy, my 21-year-old, liking them. And every time I give it, I report it to Instagram, and still, every day, I still keep getting naked photos on my Instagram. This is the country that we truly live in. Okay? But yet the same things that we condone are the same things that we want to punish for. That is a contradiction, And then we want to keep going back talking about the same old things about abortion and about this and about the same old dumb shit that don't matter. How about we talk about that some old ass white men wrote our freaking stuff, our lives in stone before any of us had a choice to even decide for ourselves? That Articles of Confederation, all that stuff. Why do we got to follow any of that? Why do we got to confess our love to a flag? Why? That's not God's path. We did not write that script. That's not our script. It's time for the new generation. First of all, I know leadership. All these corporate Americans. The last job I had, the owner of the company is taking us to a strip club. This is the kind of leadership out there. And me all along looking for somebody to lead me and teach me everybody's laws. There is no true leadership. Everybody's sleeping around on their spouses. It's sick. It's sick. It's sick. Nobody's got respect for themselves or others. Go back and listen to the last podcast so y'all can hear what happened to me when I moved to Miami, because I got a heck of a story. The first man was cheating on me. I'm telling y'all, it's nasty, nasty, nasty what goes on out here. So, y'all need to wake up, okay? We live in a country that's suffering from major identity crisis as a result of God removing fabric from this nation and ultimately a society as a whole. What happened to the following statement that we were all taught as children to verbally recite daily, every morning in the school, that so-called Pledge of Allegiance? Examples of more brainwashing and empty words corrupting and killing the minds of numbers too many to count. The Pledge of Allegiance of the flag. Hey, I can say whatever I want to say. They got nothing to lose and everything to gain. Politicians and religious leaders have been misguiding people for centuries, abusing their power and stealing from the uneducated and poor. We will talk about how both of these entities are the cause for chaos and destruction all around the world, and how this is breeding mental health sickness within our society as a result of the growing identity crisis. We, the people, are becoming sick because our nation is sick. The system is broken, and it is time to rebuild, not to continue going backwards, talking about things that do not truly matter. Life is what matters. Your life matters. My life matters. You choose. That being said, if you're someone that wants to make the most out of your life by seizing your greatness that God placed within each and every one of us, then my voice is for you. The only Savior is God, and I have clear proofs.
You're 15 minutes in
Okay.
so far.
No more need to follow people blindly or listen to the hypocrites. If you want to know your truth and how God can save you too, then listen to my voice. You really have to pay close attention to the things that you're putting within inside. What comes in is what comes out. I don't know how many of you really pay attention to what's on TV these days, but everything is brainwashing. You know, like you got Severance, you got these shows on Apple. They're basically promoting Scientology, trying to remove the emotional component of being a human being, basically sending a message that we are all here as slaves to serve one another and work. Happiness, joy, and love, all that's a lie. Thereby simply they're killing hope. You've got to be very careful what you're watching and read between the lines. So what do I hope to gain here? My main goal is to teach young folks how to think for themselves, to become thinkers, free thinkers, to be able to make decisions for themselves. How does that make the world a better place? There will be more people like me, more like Dr. Martin Luther King, willing to stand bold and courageously and lend our voice for what is just and right, to encourage change and inspire hope. The more free thinkers, the more great leaders available to truly serve and protect God's peoples and his creations. My primary personal goal is to disrupt the current old patterns of thinking and belief systems to break old behavioral patterns, thus releasing generational trauma bonds that have continued to linger on. These are the spirits and voices and essence. You know, you've got to clean out your space, guys. These linger, you know, when you have pictures and those are memories. That's really, you've got to clean your space out. That's why they call it spring cleaning. You've got to get rid of them old ghosts, them old voices, all them old essences and presences, okay? Those are spirits. So, babe, you want to add to any, oh, you know what? You want to add to any of this? Because, okay, I've already told a lot. I'm all here sweating. So let's make this fun now. What's it been like? Okay, let's go into something fun. What has it been like hanging out with this crazy woman the last year? First of all, what was she like when you met her? And how has she changed? Talking about me?
Well,
because you're sitting here with me. Let's hear your voice.
I will introduce myself.
Yes, please.
I'm Maddie, Dr. Tanner Maddie. Graduated med school in 2018. Been trying to get residency. Actually, in 2019, I broke my leg. Been trying to get residency ever since. It's been a difficult ride. So.
Yeah, a difficult and an expensive ride, hasn't it? I mean, expensive in both time and money, correct?
Yeah.
Because you started that career path when? At what age? You started college at what age?
2011.
So you were a typical, you know, college. How old were you? Were you a typical, you know, American college age? College, you know, I went to college late.
Well, I went to college and then I went to med school.
So yeah, how old? Exactly, but that counts. So when did you start Penn State? How old were you?
Right now, out of high school.
So 19, 20?
Yeah.
20.
Yeah.
And you held down 37. We keeping it real with folks. You're 37?
Yeah.
Yeah. And still an unemployed doctor? Not by your fault, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you tried.
Yes, I am.
Right?
Yes.
You've also paid people to help you with them on interviewing skills, you know, because they make us, you know, feel like we're less than them, so we gotta go pay other people to help us learn how to interview. When we're just a person. Like right now I'm talking to my husband person to person, getting to know him. I guarantee you talk to somebody, you know, you can find something in common with them. Anyway, so go on and tell them why, you know, what, cause, you know, I have to commend my husband, because if it weren't for him, I wouldn't even be sitting here talking to y'all, okay? Because it's because of him that I even discovered my purpose. It's because, first, let me go back to this. A lot of people, I want to clarify this real quick. A lot of people think that my husband, because he's Muslim, is the reason for my conversion. Let me go on and let y'all know something. I'm not no convert, okay? There's nothing wrong with being a convert, okay? Let me just say. All right, but that implies that I was worshiping a different God or a different religion at a different point in time, and then all of a sudden I just went, poof! Oh, Muslim ways for me. No, and no. That's not what happened to me. God literally led me. So, what has that journey been like for my husband? To watch before his eyes, to witness a spiritual journey unravel before his eyes.
It's been flabbergasting. I mean,
Yeah.
You've been going through some really serious mental changes.
Well, let's talk about all this. First of all, why? So, first of all, I was already, not necessarily when I met you broken, I had already
No,
been
you were
working on
just lost.
myself. Yeah, lost, exactly, lost. Not really seeing, not really, you know, on the outside surface, I was living this beautiful life. And I did have a beautiful life. And I did love my life, you know. And so this is a struggle for me, guys. Not even gonna lie, because I'm lonely. It's just me and my husband. I'm very grateful that God gave me somebody that I could spend all day, every day. Because I've been with my husband for almost 2 years, every day, all day, with a little, you know, breaks here and there, you know, for reasons we couldn't control. But other than that, I'm with him 24/7. You know, and what makes me sickening is all these people out here that are married and they can't wait to go to a strip club and get away from their spouses. And, you know, and then whenever they get engaged, they wait 2-3 years so they can afford a ring or all this stupid, superficial shit. And then they go and they find the one, and then the night before their marriage, they're out at a strip club getting their, you know, getting their rocks off. You know, oh, I'm getting married. Oh, that is so dirty, okay? And I know a lot of y'all do it because I've been a witness. You know, so how dare you? You know, how are you going to go and say you love your wife and respect your wife, but you got other women all over you? And on top of that, you're giving your woman's wife, you're giving your household money away to someone else that don't, you know? So there's just a lot of things in this country that we like to turn our heads across, you know, because this is me too, you know? So like I said, I was living in Sin City, you know, Miami. I didn't see it that way. I see it as a beautiful paradise. Coming from Huntsville, Texas, where I come from. I'm gonna show y'all some pictures. All you gotta do is go to Crystal Clarity 305, because like I said, I want to do my marketing and my branding myself, because, you know, I've been trained in the corporate arena to being a master manipulator and sales and all that kind of stuff, you know. Anyways, and I never sold anything. Ain't that something? Because I just can't sell what I don't believe.
You're just a great networker, that's all.
I am. I'm very good at building relationships and maintaining them and keeping them. Why? Because I'm real, not fake. However, now I'm not really here to gain friends, because every time I leave my house, I literally have no energy from just seeing and knowing what I see. And most of y'all don't see what I see because, you know, not everybody has the same kind of knowledge. That's the thing too. We're not all at the same level. Therefore, we're not all equal. Yes, we're all equal in the sense that we're born with a heart and a mind. Now, how you choose to use those two is up to you. You know, whenever you have a conscious mind, you know right from wrong. Everybody does. Every time you do something that don't feel right, you get a little feeling, an indicator that says ding, 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 maybe you shouldn't do that again. But yet you decide, maybe not, I'm gonna keep doing it. Okay, so everybody here got a little, unless you're a sociopath and unless you wanna admit that, that's even worse. So, anyways, so the path, the walk. Okay, so yeah, my life before, okay. I live here in Miami. I had a job making, you know, everybody over here chasing a 6-figure income. Well, 6 figures, 100,000, right? And that's pennies, okay? Here all my life, I didn't think I was ever gonna make that money, right? And then I'm finally at like 85, you know, with, you know, commission, you know, potential commissions, I could go way over 100,000, you know. Let me tell y'all right now, ain't nobody in this corporate system gonna pay you more than 100,000. They're gonna make you work for it, okay? I'm gonna tell you that right now. So you're capped, and you gotta get, you know, you gotta go through a lot of hoops just to get to that, okay? And y'all think that's a lot of money. Anyway, so yeah, so Miami, I was living large, had, you know, friends on the yacht, just living it up, meet my man. And then when God comes a knocking, you know, my whole life stopped. Okay, so it is really, really a lonely path when you choose God over everything else and all. Okay, that on the mother scriptures and stuff is telling you you're supposed to serve one another. No, and no, and no. You're supposed to serve God and God alone, and then whomever God puts in your path as a guard. You know, we're all here as guardians. If God bestows you a child, that means you're a guardian and a protector of that child. Therefore, any abuse and misguidance and all that stuff is on you. Therefore, if your child grows up confused, guess whose fault it is? Yours. We all need to accept truth and stop running around here blaming others. That's the truth, you know? So has it hard? This has been a very hard change because I don't have any fun anymore. I'm like, dang, what do we do? It's like, but you know, when I really think about it, I'm not here to go out and spend my money to have fun. I'm here to make money so that I can live the life of my dreams with the man of my dreams, the only man that matters to me, so that I can give to my kids, so that I can take care of my dad, you know, a displaced veteran that fought for this country, for all the liberties and the freedoms that you all are bestowed upon. You know, they voted us all over here, you know. All of us was voted over here. It's not only you black folks that have been enslaved, okay, I'm sorry. We are all enslaved in this country, okay? And every one of us brown folks we was not, you know, we was brought here by, you know, enticing them through war. Hey, y'all come, you know, in war, we're going to make your life an American dream. We're going to pay you, you know. Taking people and breaking up their families and killing them for their own greed. That is what this country has been built upon, and we know it. And it's time for people to start talking it. You know, stop talking about the things that don't matter and start talking about how we're going to rebuild. You know, that's the truth. This old presidency coming up next year, y'all going to keep on playing the same old game over and over and over and over again, never getting anywhere. Them politicians ain't never done nothing for me. I ain't never voted except once, and it was for Obama because he was a great speaker. That's it. You know, because, you know, he really, I thought I believed in it, you know, because everybody else seemed to believe in it, you know, you follow your crowd.
That was the only time I voted.
Yeah, you see? And we all do it. Why? Because everybody else is doing it. Nobody actually really knows why they do things. You know, that's really what's scary. See, everything that I do, even when I was going crazy last year, I knew down in my heart that God was using me through all that crazy. And that on the other side was going to be, you know, that I was going to be okay. So I'm always aware of everything I do. I can tell you why I do things, how I do things. See, I didn't realize I was this intelligent until about, what, a year ago? I just like, ding, ding, ding. I mean, I always knew I was smart and destined for some kind of greatness, but I had no clue it was going to be anything like this, okay? I was just like y'all out there chasing the American dream, hoping I was going to make $100,000 and be successful in a career. And that's just, guys, that's not the truth. The reality is you were born free. Your money, your life does not cost anything. Everything in this country has been built against God. Gambling is against God, okay? The Quran is very easy to read, you know. It's very straightforward. There is no, like, it's a little confusing only because based on each and everybody's, like, different understanding, right? But it's not as confusing as these other scriptures that we have been sold upon and that they keep on changing to appeal to their own natures and their own, you know, whatever fits them in the moment. The Quran has not changed. Those are the words of God sent by God, okay? And I know everybody don't want to believe that because somehow y'all still want to believe that God came in the flesh as Jesus Christ and then allowed the Romans to kill him, but he was God. I don't understand that, but you know, this is what happens when you remain ignorant. People take advantage of you. You know, we have all been told education is important, but yet you want to chase the dollar instead. Those are the tests. You see? Right, baby?
Yeah.
You could probably wrap up. Usually people don't like to listen to like more than 35, 40 minutes.
I was thinking like 30 minutes too. So, what is my ultimate goal here? Okay, so I'm gonna leave y'all with this, okay? Why should you continue to listen? Because your souls depend on it. Y'all listen to Steve Furtick. You listen to Les Brown. You listen to Paula White. You listen to Joel Osteen. I mean, I'm from Houston, Texas. I mean, look how big is his, you know? So, hey, why, and what would happen, you know, why is it that someone like me can't use my voice to spread truth? You know, I have been ordained to use my voice for the Muslim people in America. Those of us that don't quite understand what it means to be Muslim because we just discovered, hey, there is a God. Ain't that something that we had to go through so much just to discover that? So yeah, so your souls depend on it. That's it. If you're willing to, you know, you got to be careful. Everybody out there is trying to sell you. Grant Cardone and Elena Cardone, they're trying to sell you that they can make you billionaires like them in real estate as long as you invest in them. Amway, they're going to sell you the same thing. They're going to tell you that to be a part of their group, you got to buy into their group. That for 5 years, you can only buy their things. You know, you basically got to buy a Amway shampoo, Amway this, and when it's all a game, guys. This whole American system is a game. You know, $1 gets taxed. It goes from my pocket to another pocket. They tax it, they tax it, they tax it. Y'all, for real. If you really start to pay attention to your finances, you're working for free. At the end of the day, you're slaving and you're not getting anywhere. And that's it. So if you want to continue to, if you want to know more about truth, if you want to understand, you know, finances and how you can achieve the life of your dreams, I guess continue to listen to me. I don't really know where this is going. I'm giving it 3 weeks. It really don't matter to me. It just, what? That's it. Close off.
Sure.
Just say thanks for listening to my first episode. Tune in each week for the next 3 weeks. Subscribe today on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.
Thank you guys for sitting through my first podcast with me. Okay, as I said, very nervous. A lot of people use this as a hobby. I am not using this as a hobby. This is my voice. This is my legacy. It's what I'm leaving behind for my children. The only thing in this life that truly matters when you leave is what you leave behind. And those are your words and what you leave behind in others, which is what? Words. Words matter. They truly do matter. So in the end, thank you again for listening to me. Continue to follow my journey if you want to learn more about discovering your own journey and how to break the chains of living in an illusion, and that's it. Seize your dreams with Crystal Manning.
Great.
Because really the idea is I'm not trying to tell people how to seize their, I'm not trying to coach you. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta seize your dreams by doing your own work. A lot of people think that, you know, I'm gonna coach them like a Tony Robbins or Les Brown or something. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to give you a message and give you the tools so you can discover you. That's what I should have said.
You can re-say it if you
Yeah,
want.
that's what I want to say.
All right, you're rolling.
All right, guys, I want to say thank you so much for, for listening to me this first podcast. It was hard because, you know, what I discovered in this journey is not easy, you know, the truths and stuff. So really what I want to say is, look here, I'm not here to be a preacher. I'm not here to sell you coaching skills or life skills. I'm simply here to deliver a message and to utilize my experience being a mother in the various industries and everything that I've done and everything that I've seen to bring it to you, to give you the tools so that you can start to seize the life of your dreams and stop blaming others and stop relying on others. I'm just here to guide you, to tell you what I've done and what I've seen so that you can see the life, you know, seize your own dreams. Stop relying on other people to help you. Nobody's going to do it for you. Trust me. This has been a lonely, lonely road. It worked for my husband.
Yeah, I'm just a witness in this.
Yeah.
Say that again.
Yeah, I'm just a witness in this.
Yeah, because it's crazy, right? Nobody else will believe me.
No.
Not this crazy. Yeah, you have to be a witness to this. But it's okay, guys. I mean, I can't wait. My goal is that y'all gonna see this on TV, seriously, inshallah, because I have over 500, okay, in my little Apple Watch here, okay, 500 voice recordings of our journey from the last year, because I record everything. That's another thing. I'm gonna leave y'all with this little tidbit, because like I said, I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna educate y'all, inform y'all, leave you with something that you can utilize. The best thing you can do for yourself with this little iPhone that y'all use as a tool just to play and waste your time is that you could record you could be recording everything. You know, record is everything. Whenever you go to an attorney, what do? They paper you. Like, it's paper upon paper. I have a still from my little legal stuff. I mean, I have a container full of papers. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you could use your phone to record everything. I mean, you use your watch. If you got an Apple Watch, you better hit record, because that'll save your butt someday, and maybe, you know, you never know. But this is the new way. So yeah, those of you that out there maybe not, you know, don't want everything out there, well, hey, this is the new age. Signing out, this is Crystal Clarity 305 on Seize Your Dreams on Your Own Terms. Listening to me, Crystal Maddie. Ta-da! Look at Parker, he's so good. I'm so proud of him.
Good work. That was fun. It probably feels nice letting it all out.
Yeah, it's just,
You're
it's
so
like,
all over it. I gotta like.
yeah, you're supposed to be helping me organize. That's why this is a first trial run. I told you it was going to be intro and just, yeah. So.
So do you want to listen to the first episode edited before it publishes, or do you
Oh,
want...
for sure.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Huh? Yeah, baby. Go on, take a picture of all the crazy stuff, but oh my. Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll take a picture of you. Are you recording me for me?
Yeah.
See. I'll take a picture of this like this. All right, sliding out. Oh, we gotta pick music. She's gonna send us a link.
Yeah, I just sent it to you.
And so the song has to be within that link.
Usually, but if you find anything else that you want, let us know.
Okay.
So you want me to send it to Crystal Clarity, or
Yeah, thanks, yeah. Everything will go to that. That's my brand.
okay, cool.
Okay. I'm telling you, it's not even. It's just
you just sent. Yeah, if you just send me the name and title of the song you want for your music, I'll download that, and then I'll put it over, I'll edit the trailer, send it over to you. We can get that published tomorrow or Friday, and then we can work to get your first episode published by Monday. But do you have a title and description? So I need a few more things from you. Let me just email.
So yeah, once we listen to it, I can get you a description to type.
Okay. So podcast descriptions. Here's what I need from you. Podcast title is Crystal Clarity 305. See your dreams. I need a podcast description from you. I need episode 1 title from you. I need episode 1 description from you.
Oh, that's right. I recorded it so I can listen to it too.
Highlighting in red. What I need from you. So you should have that in email. Cool. You guys are in the clear from our end here, so.
I forgot Parker was here. He's such a good dog. You know, the other day, see, what people don't understand is that to come to this kind of message, it's not easy. Like the other day, this gentleman, he posted on Facebook
Yeah.
that black people were the chosen people. And so I'm like, okay, well, at least I'm not the only one out there, you know, and that's, we don't want to generalize because everybody is God's people.
Sure.
It doesn't matter what color we are.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that we all got to get on the same page as far as the philosophy. There's only one God, you know? So he was like, I was like, well, at least somebody else has opened the door for me to lead. I mean, like they led, you know, by saying they're a little crazy, so I don't sound too crazy. You know, like, you know, just.
Yeah, no, listen, the podcast gives you the medium to have that type of conversation and just like let you express your thoughts
Whatever
and your
you're
feelings
feeling,
and your
yeah.
emotions and, you know,
Well, it's
share
just,
that
this
message
is,
with
this
as many
is the
people
way
as
to
possible.
really see what people need to understand. This is the outlet for the voices to really be heard now. This government has been controlling us, and there's no, you know, like we don't. The Social Security card too. The Social Security number I was looking at. It was initially it was to give us benefits. You know what I mean? To monitor your finances so they can give you those Social Security benefits. What about those of us that ain't none? We don't buy into that system.
Yeah.
So why do I need a Social Security number? Now that's like basically a mark of me. Everywhere I go, I
Social
gotta have it.
Security is like super dated. I agree with you.
So, you know, it's just time for us as the new, you know, our age, your age, my age, you know, for us to say, hey, we're not gonna, you know, we see through you guys now.
Yeah.
You know, do what you're supposed to do, which is to protect us and not to infringe on our rights.
Yeah. What do you think of like the role that like technology though and blockchain should play in like social, you know, in
So
providing
here's what
Social
we were talking
Security?
about Social Security. How do I feel about what the technology doing what?
Like blockchain technology, for example, is
What is
given.
Oh, blockchain?
Yeah, like you know,
Yeah.
What is that?
like
It's for the crypto. Like the,
well, no,
Oh.
it's not strictly crypto, but it's just like overall, like just
it's universal.
I
Like,
Yeah,
think, look,
it's
what
like
they're
a-
trying to do, if everybody goes back and listens to Bush back in 1991, and this has been going on for centuries, but the thing is that we don't think, look, none of us really think to go back and listen and look at history over centuries. We only
Yeah.
are taught what we're taught, okay? And so the thing is that they're trying to create a one world order, which means that the government wants to control all people, okay? And I believe all these governments are connected. There's a head, okay? And right now the internet has opened a door to where we can start putting together links to really find out what's happening, you know what I mean, or what's been happening. But this internet and the technology, first of all, has opened a door for you know, you don't know what's real anymore. That's why this is also good and bad.
yeah.
We've got to learn, this first of all has to be regulated more. We have to teach people that it's a tool. We've
Yeah.
got to regulate the age in which kids get cell phones. You know, we've got to take it back. We've got a lot of resources in this country, but we're very wasteful with them. And kids don't need things like phones. For what? You know,
Like young kids,
no, for what?
everyone's got phones now.
So, but yeah, that's scary because that's how they're. Oh, okay. So about the Bitcoin, I don't agree. I don't. They're trying to. So basically, they're trying to basically put us all streamlined online to where there's no cash. Because I don't know if you've gone to places yet where they don't take cash anymore. They won't even print out a receipt. So they're trying to go completely paperless. If we go completely paperless, then what's that mean? They've got 100% control of your life. Now they've got a tag and a price on our lives. Because now we don't control our lives. They own everything.
Yeah.
So this is something too that I'm going to highlight in one of these podcasts, that we've got to be all aware. We've got to see what's happening. You know, we're all thinking it's going to happen. No, things are already upon us. They're already happening. They've already been happening. We've just been turning our little blind eye, thinking that, you know, selling our souls for the happiness and the marriage, not the marriage, the money, thinking the money's going to make you happy when that's not true. It's destroying families and lives.
So you want to do Wednesdays every Wednesday?
As long as we can get out by Monday. If you need me to come in earlier, you know, to give you more time, that's fine. But I just
Are you
want it out
free
Monday mornings.
Tuesdays?
Yeah, that's fine.
Want to do Tuesdays?
Yeah.
At like 2 every?
That's fine with me. Actually, what time is 2's better because we pray. Then yeah, 2's good.
Tuesdays at
better.
2? Okay, so that's planned for that.
Yeah. So just send me an invite, and I appreciate it.